Today, I have requested Professor Atik sir to extend the time till 11:30 because actually I have another two meetings here. That's why, yeah. So because we have another program for the offline program for the ministerial staff, that is your college non-teaching staff is there, and see they also should understand what is NEP. I hope your region also will be having it because they are not at all aware of many of these things. What is this NEP? What is this NEP program? This certificate itself, when you take to the office, no, many are confused why you are having a 3 hours program and not a complete morning to evening program and all these things. So anyway, so that's the beginning. Then regarding this session, definitely I will, yeah. So thank you. Then I will see that this program I'm not what we call um, making you unhappy with the monotonous talk alone. There will be some introductions, sorry, some introducing you to certain websites, certain very relevant data, and that all it should be thought-provoking process. And I know at the end you will have a lot of questions and you will say, sir, is it all possible in this country or not? That is exactly what UGC is trying to what we call sort it out, because these are the questions and India cannot escape from all these hard realities, because otherwise no, that will affect the economy of this country also very much. And the coming slides you will come to know why, where do we stand. Don't the so-called, there is one term which I will be using, proxies. Politicians, bureaucrats, they all talk about all proxies progressing, India is progressing. Yeah, that only decided after hearing from it. And recently about the reciprocal tariff also. Yeah, I was hearing a lot about, this is all subsidized in the Western society. Yeah, subsidies are there, but if that is the question, you realize it and understand, I'll take it. So, and being, we are all teachers. So we have policy makers and yeah, all those things are there. But when people are, what we call adamant in certain bias towards certain notions and all, very difficult to sort it out. So what we are having, the youngsters with us, it is actually our future plus their future also, coming generations. So we have these youngsters with us. You can give them directions and the useful tools or the skills. So I often ask the question, why you and me are all here in the college and university? Because fortunately, long ago, your parents sent us to some institution. With what purpose? You are sending your kids to your college and schools with, you are investing a lot of money. What is the ultimate outcome? What should be the ultimate outcome? Jobs, no doubt about it. See, suppose you are from a very, very rich background, I would not say that. Yeah, but maybe, may not be income and the job may not be, because purely because of academic interest, research interest, yeah, I'm studying that. This is all this possible. But for vast majority of Indians and all, for us, no, our day-to-day life, daily bread. And that is the reason why we are all here and we are doing, and we are attracted to this job. Agreed. Otherwise, you could have been in some other vacancy or some other post, whatever might be that. Okay, so the fine point here, what about the future? If a youngster comes and asks you, sir, you are teaching me a lot of things. I'm a biology teacher. So with this, whether I will get a job or not. And can we tell them, no, jobs, see, degrees are not meant for job alone, for academically thinking and all. That's true when you are placed somewhere. Me, myself, I'm a professor, and for me, normally 20, 30 years over and well settled. And what about the current youngest days? What you were thinking while you were doing your PG, plus two, UG, PG, and all? We are searching for jobs. But now it has become a tough competition. Why? Those days, number of colleges and a number of PhDs, it was very less. Now, so many colleges, so many educated people are there, and they are finding it difficult to get a job. And what is the reason for not getting a job? That's the question. Okay. So this is the background. And you have, when if you have questions, no, you can just post in the message box, because sometimes what happen, I'll keep on going, and then once I keep rolling, sometimes, yeah, you may not get the opportunity to ask me a question. But keep it as many of these, and my presentation, not generally, I will be sharing with you. And among all the 10 themes in the thing, I would say, yes, skill is very much important. Research and skill. Others are required, I would not say that, but ultimately to master what skill. You are in this job because if you are getting the reputation as a good teacher, because you have the skill. Otherwise, the management would have thrown out long ago, if possible. Otherwise, there would have been other various possibilities, and you also would not have come to this position. Okay, so you have selected this teaching profession because you want to be, and with the 1 or 2 years of training or initial years of struggle, and definitely you got the what we say the
Hello, Professor Sabu sir, you are not audible, sir. We can see your presentation, but you are not audible, sir. Hello.
yeah, now it's fine. I was
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
yeah.
Now it is fine, sir. Now it is fine.
Yeah, because there was some issue. I was just now I could get unmute. I was talking. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Please
Thank you
continue,
very
sir.
much. No, sorry, it was unmuted. Now it's everything fine. Thank you, sir. Okay. So yeah, now we are happy. I'm audible and visible. So what I was telling. Yes. So thank you for the very long, detailed introduction. So you have given us a picture about my background. So I was with the my long period of innings. I was with the college, autonomous college, and so we are familiar with the system, and a lot of youngsters we are seeing. And among the and then this UGC NEP, why it is here, the system, and that is what with the this NEP sensitization orientation all MMTTCs are trying to explain to the teaching community. And for that only, this program is arranged by UGC. Now it is known as the Higher Education Council of India. Anyway, it is not officially it is out. It is out. So there are 10 theme areas, and you have seen one by one many theme areas. And among them, I would say the skill development is very important because that is what I was talking to the, though it was muted, I didn't know that. Yeah. So my basic question, when you have questions, no, you can post it in the group. Chat box is there, and because sometimes no, you may not get an opportunity to ask me many questions because this will be a lot of subjects I'll be handling, and I will see this will be interesting for you, and there will be thought-provoking questions. Okay. Now, because we are, that we will see in the midline, and then all my presentations, notes, generally with the links, I will be sharing with you. You can request the coordinator, course coordinator, it to share with you later. You can refer it later also. A lot of information you'll get from there also. Okay. So, with your permission, my first slide, second slide. You just read this one, what Rabindranath Tagore ji said long ago, because many of us will be wondering why, what is the requirement for all these things and all. And my question, are you all teachers from Pune and or some colleges there? No, that's what I understand. Okay, and I'll be speaking in English, and I expect that. Okay, so some slides are prepared for Hindi in text also. Okay, anyway, so the quote is: "Don't limit a child to your own learning." Why this subject is very important for all of us? Because she was born in another time. That is the great Rabindranath Tagore. He's quoted as, yeah, but there is no verified record. That's another thing. If anyone asks me, I don't have any answer, because when this quote came in newspaper, I checked and then I said, in all his, it is a kind of paraphrasing. Okay, so what he said is, what practices in our classrooms, our own learning. So we try to teach the youngsters what we learned 10 years ago, 20 years ago, your UG, PG, PhD, and whatever you learn there, you try to teach the present. Is it all necessary? Is it what the current that meets the needs of today's learners? That is the question. And it's caught. Don't limit a child to your own learning, because he or she was born in another time. Another time. Okay. So what's the meaning? Our past learning, what if you try to teach the present day teachers what we studied long ago, there might be a lot of updating might have happened that won't help them. And that may not help them for their future. And that is, and I would tell you very frankly, teaching job is going to be a very tough task. Some 10, 15 years ago, it has become a very tough task in many of the Western society, because same style of what NEP wants to do, they have implemented to a certain extent. Okay. And next one, philosophically, education should bring out curiosity and creativity. After UG, after PG, what is the utility of all that I studied? Sometimes students used to ask me, sir, you are teaching all this zoology, biology, all these dissection. What is the utility for us? And I don't have any answer, tell you very frankly, because that is there in the syllabus. And I am supposed to do that. If I don't do that, questions will come and the students will complain. So that question is from very intelligent students. I know that. They are asking what is the utility of all this? For what it is needed? Anyway, we concentrate on what Rabindranath Tagore said. Then we go to another great personality, Oppenheimer movie. This American president was there. He was humiliating Oppenheimer. If you have seen that movie, that's a very wonderful movie also. But he himself is a great personality. Franklin D. Roosevelt, 1940, America, World War I, World War II, challenging times. Okay, and he was the president. Roosevelt was president at that time. German invasion and all those things. And his education is, he's an expert in languages, Harvard University and Columbia University, and then studied law at Columbia University and such a. And it is generally considered that Roosevelt's education is reason for his knowledge and his attitude and mindset and all. Anyway, so what he told the youngsters of University of Pennsylvania in 1940, I hope you have read it. Are you all there? At least someone says something to me. Otherwise, no. You just imagine you are talking to a blackboard in the class. That's what happening. I am not. You're all there. Either you put some expressions.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Reactions.
we are here, sir. We are listening.
Okay. So thank you, Dr. Shavang. Yeah. So what I see, this is what he said. In 1940, American president telling the university teachers, we cannot build it. This is what I was actually, though it was muted, I was telling the same thing. We cannot. If some student comes to you and asks, what guarantee I will get a job? after completing your BSc Commerce or sorry BA Commerce or Economics PG. We cannot. Earlier it was possible. You could have told them, you complete degree, then you go for that test, this test and all. Now it's all changed. And what he told in American one, see, when did they say that? 1940. That is what we call as vision, visionary, foresightedness. We can build our youth for the future. What does that mean? Simple. Provide your youth, the students coming to you with great hopes. Remember, some 10 years ago, or you see, while you are doing your +2, your degree, your PG, what was going through your mind? You all thought you'll get a job somewhere, and we are, whatever might be, whether you like your present job or I'm not the person to say anything about it, but you are. Maybe we are on the teaching line. We got a job. And the same situation for the present youngest days. And what guarantee is there? If at all someone wants to be a teacher or somebody, they will get similar posters like us. Now you know what is happening in and around you. Colleges, formal education, formal jobs, most of them going down. Governments are finding funds or whatever might be the reason. Permanent job. And then the earlier security of pension system, that's all changed. Earlier it was there, government job and all. Now, so what is going through their mind? We do not know. They are all coming to you. And we imagine you are in the present youngest age status. Okay, so what we can give them, we can just provide them the skill to survive, knowledge to survive, and resilience. I'm a biologist, and always I use the lines of the Charles Darwin: survival of the fittest, evolution, adaptable capacity. Mosquito, insect, cockroach, they are the most adaptable animal. Whatever you do to a the cockroach, they are there. Mosquitoes, and they have the resilience. They will come back in one way or other way with some ability. So similarly, our students also, there is no guarantee with the degree we'll get a job. I'll take you the classic example of what happened to so many students went to Canada with the great hopes, all from the computer field, and AI spoiled it. Arrival AI spoiled it. See, going to Canada means nearly 50 lakhs per year, or 25 lakhs anyway, put it as 25 to 50 lakhs per year. Huge bank loans, and the families, they mortgaged their properties, send them there. And 3-4 years ago, 2 years ago, that was the very bright field, IT. But recently, what has happened? I hope many of you might be knowing that. And they have removed this IT from their priority field. So that is after 3 years, 4 years, spending 1 crore rupees or 1 crore rupees and getting the engineering completed here. And that engineering, they are finding that that is not sufficient in Canada, because Canada, they will say Canadian education is required, and that you will come to know why Indian education is not enough for them. If you are from India or from some other countries, yes, they want you to study as per their education. Then only you are fit for their employment. Then only you'll get the Canadian skill. That's what they say. So you're same thing. So to survive in a Canada, and these kids, 3-4 years, they struggled, and finally now last year, there are a lot of issues, and they stopped, almost stopped. And you may ask me the question, why should you go went all the way to Canada? Because there are so many engineers are here. You have seen the movie Three Idiots, I think that's the name of the movie. That American movie, same thing. So many coming out. Where to get the job? So now the question, what are those kids? But they have to survive. And resilience is required. When things like that goes, what to do next? Don't get depressed. And that's ultimately, and this training should come from our teaching. Do we do that? So skill and knowledge and the capacity to get along, that's the word. Okay. So I took a little more time. Anyway, that is the core point. Why it is necessary? Because so many changes are happening. Or a lot of changes. And before that, I'll take you to what World Economic Forum says. And this link I will share with you. Even today, I have an email where they are saying, and it's very interesting. Weekly or bi-weekly, they have their own topics are there. And this week's topics, actually, today morning only, I saw that World Economic Forum, and there was an update. and they are saying, what is the topic for this week? Yes, redefining education. Today morning I have the, okay, I am a subscriber of that page because, yes. So World Economic Forum, their discussion, strategic intelligence. Welcome, Sabu. Redefining education, where technology meets care. And what, so these are topics. So like that, this topic was there in April 2025. Future of jobs in India. What is happening? It is a point of discussion, and you can be there, and YouTube channel, and anyway, it is costly also. You have to subscribe, it seems. I don't, anyway, that tell YouTube. And this is the topic. And why should, this is an international forum, World Economic Forum, and what they say, what their webpage said, I'll share the link with you later. You can visit it. Future of jobs in India. 2/3 of companies, you put it as 66%. India are saying that they are not getting the necessary skilled people to fill the new job kinds emerging in their companies. Globally, it is 46%, 47%. In India, it is 66%. World Economic Forum, Future of Jobs Report 2025. And read the next line very carefully. Companies are saying your degree, your UG, PG, that's of no use to us. And they are getting all our youngsters to go into various companies, and they are finding out that, and they have come to a conclusion. We will train them. Companies will train them. They will provide the skills they need, job-ready skills which the companies need. And next one, the one in violet, that is a danger subject for all of us, our survival. Either by offering training or by removing degree requirements and offering apprenticeships. What does that mean? It means simply, I am a biology teacher, my BSc Zoology, my BSc Botany, degree of no use. Okay? So think about +2 student after degree, 3 years coming to realizing that that's of no use. Instead, no, you go for this company and they are offering some training program, you get a job. Simple. +2, after +2, join the company, they will train you, they will give you a job. That's all. And so this I have experienced also. And 2020 onwards, I was there. I was in principal in one of the very top-rated colleges in Calicut in Kerala. First college to get A++, silent one. And there, no, every year we get all these companies coming to us for the what we call the campus interview, campus polling. And 2020, I asked some of them, why you are taking for IT companies, why you are taking all these zoology, botany, mathematics, Hindi, everybody, instead of focusing upon either BSc computers and IT students. And the answer they given us, see, you have a very young, good pool of youngsters in your college, disciplined, smart, and we need them. And if they are interested, we just take them. What they studied and what's the education background, it's not a subject for us. And what happens next? And then they said, we will train them 1 month or 2 month internship. So you just imagine my BSc Zoology student, MSc Zoology student, whom I taught with, who was listening to me very keenly and all, suddenly saying, sir, I am moving to IT field. And what will be the reaction for us? What will be our response? We know we don't have any answer because there is no guarantee. I cannot assure, say, with my degree, a job in future, and so they have the freedom. But we used to advise them, see, IT fields, no, these jobs will be there. It is just like our one day, it may not be. And the challenging times will come and you will find it difficult. And many experience that later. Because initially it was all good, but late they found the going stuff, because more and more, you see, companies know they will get youngsters every year and from different sources, and there is no guarantee this job will be there. And what happened? And and that they are not getting what we call a wider training also. Anyway, that's a different thing. So this is the main subject of concern for all of us. If companies are saying we don't require degree, after +2 you come to us, students will say, so you think about TCS, Wipro, Reliance, or there are so many other companies, Adani, all these companies, Vedant, all these companies are offering their own training, and they are saying we don't require engineering degree, UG degree. What may happen? This is the thing. And that's the World Economic Forum. And next one will be India Skills Report 2024 data. Yeah, World Economic Forum, and one more thing here. There are jobs are there, newer jobs, AI and all, lots of jobs are going to come up. The problem, 170 million jobs, a new field. At the same time, there will be many traditional jobs will be disappearing also. To get into the future, the present job market, skilling is important. What kind of skilling? I'll take you to one or two video. You watch it, that will give you an idea. Okay, so outdated curriculum, outdated relevant skill, it won't help. India Skill Report, 65% of high school students, they are in your college or my college because simply they are pushed into there, either because of social pressure or not, they are clueless about what to do. Many who did not get admission for mathematics is in zoology, could not get admission in some other subject, physics, they are in the economics. So ultimately what happened? They are not interested and they just come ill-equipped for the rapidly changing job market. And what happened in our schools? School, NCRT or ICSE or whatever might be that. Anyways, changes are happening. Traditional examination, 98%, 60%, 70%. But anyway, now the central CUT exam has come and some might have changed. But generally, it is all examination. Get good percentage. But there is no focus on career exploration, job ready skill. So what happened? Students come out with degree, but no practical experience that is required for the companies. This is what the future of jobs in India, World Economic Forum, international body based on their data says. Number two, next one, very important point. Career Counseling Platform, a survey 2019, and they found out most of Indian students, and I would say how many of us, why you think about students alone, teachers, how many of them know? Beyond this, they know only 7 job types. If you ask +2, yeah, after +2 you go for the coaching, doctor, engineer, that's all. Or take BCom and then BA, CA. Or then MSc, B.Ed, M.Ed, UGC, teacher, college teacher, school teacher. Otherwise, go to IAS, IPS, IRS, all those things. Or MBA. These are the 7 options. But the modern economy, there are not these 7 career options. There are nearly 250 career options are there. How many teachers know it? We all do mentoring. We have the nurturing system. There are 40 domains, and this link I'll share you. This is from IndiaToday.in education. Visit the website, and then Mindler platform also visit. So what happened? So what we have to think about, many students are doing, already I mentioned, they do not know what to do, and familial and society pressure. Even if somebody says, no, I don't want to, see, maybe nearby there is a prestigious college. Yeah, this college, yeah, you go to, and or otherwise it may be economically easy for them to go to the nearby college. That could be the reason. Or might be that they are doing degrees which are of no use to them, no interest to them. Okay. Then what are the domains? I said 250 career option, 40 domains. Some domains I have shown here. So I'll take one domain: hospitality tourism, event manager, lots of marriages, and somebody is all these. Yeah, you know how much it costs us to do a marriage, wedding reception, and all. But there are agencies, hospitality part, tourism part, and it is a career option. Travel consultant, all are moving. Lots of flights and trains and all those things. Now it's very easy to travel across. Hotel revenue analyst. Otherwise, what we call entrepreneurship, startup founder, innovation consultant, options. Okay, so that's the thing. And here I'm taking you to this December 14, Sunday One Malayalam newspaper. This article of these how many? 3, 4, 3, 8 young ladies, young estates. See, they are all working as crane operators. Cochin, nearly one new harbor has come, Trivandrum, Adani port. And they are the crane operators. And you see what is the background? And they got crane operating degree skill, huge cranes, no? And they are sitting in the lab, sitting in the room, and this is all computer managed. There is no need to be okay. And they have got the training and they are like that. So you can see there is one pre-new graduate in commerce, another one physics, another one engineering, previously computer. Yeah, and they took that risk. And with that skill, they got, this is one among the many jobs. So what you see behind is the Trivandrum, Vidinyam, Adani port. And they are the operators there. And this is one of the, and this is what I'm saying. And they are very happy, all inside a centralized air-conditioned room with their joystick and all, controlling various activities. So this is the thing. And then World Economic Forum, fastest growing jobs. What is that? Very interesting. The future lies here. Whether you are a biologist like me, social science teacher, economics, commerce, or you are a language teacher, linguistics, you will feel offended. I know we all feel, but this is the stark reality. We have to accept it. Jobs are going to be here. More and more jobs. Big data specialists, AI, IT, fintech engineers. If you are seeing so many advertisements, just now I got so many calls from various data card and then Mahindra, Kotak and all. They're all offering us invest money or loans are there, all those things. In addition to that, share market. So financial services, so many are there. Whether it is yeah, there are so many of them. Okay. Then AI learning specialists. AI is coming up. Software developer. If you know how to develop a software, all this happening mostly in China. Why? Temu, DeepSeek, I'll show it later. TikTok. Who did it? Okay. And then this area, autonomous vehicles. Electric vehicles are there. Repair, service, spare parts. So who will make it? Autonomous cars, which you have seen in Bond movies. No, for me, some 10 years ago or 5 years ago, James Bond movies, autonomous cars, and we heard about, but now that's going to happen. AI cars. And then solar. Everywhere it is going to be. Solar panels, repair, construction, making. So this is the job areas where jobs and fastest declining jobs. Very carefully read it. And this is what we are all doing. We are training our youngest. This is a World Economic Forum, not Indian data, global data. Clerical post, after degree, PSC, UPSC. Yeah, now you see, even lecture post also, what is happening? Formal, informal jobs. Formal jobs are coming down, permanent jobs. Instead, contract, 3-4 years contract. That is what most of the organizations, they do that. 5 years you are in a contract. And after that, you have to seek again. But based on your previous experience, you may. Anyway, so the earlier condition of getting into a job like me at the age of 27, then till 60, it was going on. So this is changing now. Very few jobs are there, that's all. So clerical secretary, automation, cashiers and ticket clerks. Pune, you may be having Metro, Bombay Metro, Delhi Metro. What happened? Do you see any ticket clerk there? Metro, you just show your card and you are getting, that's all. And future in trains and buses, same thing happen as you see in the international scenario. Self-servicing, online payment system. So all this, that's going to come down. Then what are the bank jobs? Yeah, more and more branches will come, but the number of people will be less. And I don't visit a bank these days at all. For the past 2-3 years now, very hardly I gone to bank. It's not needed. They do everything, even sending money abroad. That's all they can. Hello, you are all there? You agree with me? If you have any questions, you can put it as a chat box and I will refer it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I can continue.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, sure, sir.
Okay. So fine. So this is the reality. Printing, what happened? What happened to all the other companies? Data Pro. There is another one called NIT. Where are they now? And what are the people who started computer centers, 10-15 computers and offering that course, this course? All vanished. And most of them run into problems later. Now we are all having computer at home. Similarly. So digital media, online communication. Then the next one, accountants, auditors. Your income tax, Earlier, now we used to go to auditor and all. Now it's not needed. In my college, I remember they put all the data into a software that gives us the data. And I'm not visiting an auditor. Earlier, I used to give 1,000 or 2,000 rupees. Now everything is coming out there. And my queries, I can clear with many of these Copilot or AI or ChatGPT, and they will give you correct answer. Okay. So this is all the it's an alarming trend, but this is the technological field is happening like this. So the question, if you are training with the specific plans, outdated skills, these all comes under the category fastest declining jobs. Everyone is worried. So you have what is the future? Okay. So then we go to the next part. And this all you have read in the newspapers. What you see here, India, China, 1.45 billion. Here it is right side, India. This age pyramid, population pyramid, with each bar representing age class. How many in each age class? 0 to 5, 5 to 10. You can see the difference. One on the right side is India, left side is China, and the one on the left, India is the pyramid shape. Pyramid means base is wide. So base is wide means we have a lot of younger states. More younger states are here. At the same time, China, what we are seeing here, the base is getting narrower. Base narrow means, and biology and social science teachers know it. Base narrow means it is urn-shaped, pond shaped. Yeah, dying population. It is growing population. So ultimately, what's the picture? You can see one category, 0 to 5. India, male, 4%. China, 2%, 1.9% only population. And so each age class you can see. So, but in India, that is why there was all these huge high and all these big talk about India is having lots of younger states below the age of 30. That is true. 65% of the Indian population is age of 35. We have lots of younger states. Very good. Yes, youth is very much here. And China is having currently only 41% here. But the reality bites, no, that happened later. Further deeper analysis showed another very worrying picture. Unemployment, 2024 age group. That is, 2024 means who? Your students, my students. And that's 2024 in India, this is Indian data, is high. 45% are without a good job. Yeah, someone. Do I have the option to mute them? Dr. Girija, yeah, I can mute. Okay. Yes, fine, no problem. As it happens because of this online program accidentally. Anyway, so this is what happening. Employment numbers are coming down, but academic qualifications, more and more people are getting degree jobs and all. And this is what I'll say later about Latin American puzzle. Same thing happened in South America. Latin America, lots of schools, government is investing, everyone is coming out of jobs, but no employment. Latin American puzzle. Okay, we'll see later. So India, what happened? The current education system was happening. We all provide them degrees. Theory. Skills needed for the job market? No. Skill-based education is not happening in India. Practical learning. Industrial relevant. Life skills. What life skills? See, certain jobs require life skills to handle people and well-balanced thing. And especially, these medical jobs or all the medical representatives and all handling people, this all requires certain skills. You cannot be impatient, and the basic skills are there. That is like lacking it. So this is lacking, and this I have heard from many of my students who after UG they got with the great difficulty admissions in many international universities, top-rated universities, where the minimum, the top 100. And they got exposure. They started studying with Vietnamese, Chinese, and all these students. And then they told us, coming to me, and they were telling me, sir, we are literally struggled in the first year of PG because the way they have studied, they are very good in practical things. writing an assignment or project or conducting survey, they have the skills. Whereas we are all good in by hearting. We do not know many of the things. And that is the thing. That's what I told you here about. We have theory learning practice we give to them. Is it good or not? We'll see. And this is another one article. Hindu, August 2029. India's demographic dividend, time bomb. What is time bomb? Time bomb can any time it can burst. And here it is saying the same thing. With all the youngsters without job, it is a huge time bomb. Why? See, your UG, PG students know if they are not coming to your college when you are calling for the alumni meeting, what does that mean? They do not want to see you. Son to me. Why? Either they are not confident or they are embarrassed or they do not have the means, money. And they feel that others are all successful. Why should they be there? And they will ask you, yeah, what are you doing now? And they will say, no, I'm trying for a job and I didn't get a job and this kind of thing. That could be one of the major reasons. The same day in IIT and all, they can do it because they're all happily placed, hopefully. That's what my feeling, gut feeling. So this is a difference. But we get mediocre, ordinary students only, and we belong to them. Okay. So time bomb means what? Imagine all our, invested so much of money, engineering and all, everything, and ultimately if they are not getting a job, parents will be putting pressure on them. Society, after a degree, what you're doing, and they do not want to see anybody at all. I know it very well personally. And family, relatives, asking the parents, and ultimately what the parent will, and parents know, see, if it is a first generation learner, he may not be having, he doesn't know what is happening outside. He thinks that, yeah, if you get a good mark, you'll get a job, but there is no jobs. And he will accuse, the father and mother accuse the kid. And what ultimately, who will become? He will become anti-social, violent. And his confidence will go. And that is what we call as a time bomb. So in and around is so many people, if they are all like this, you are all getting 1.5, 2 lakh salary, or at least a steady job, whereas they are not. And what they will do? And they will be ready to do anything. Anything. That's it. And I don't need to explain much about it. Am I right? Hello.
Sir, very true.
Thank you. Thank you, Ma. Thank you for this is happening. But we are helpless. What I can do? I'm in a very good college. I teach them. And after my teaching and all, they're not getting a job. Yeah, they will become directionless. And this is a very good article again. And then we go to next one. Why this skilling is necessary and where do we stand? So for that, we have to see industrial revolution. What is industrial revolutions happened long ago? It started with the steam power. One man, James Watt, he did I would say, in terms of UN, it is a great mistake because so much carbon dioxide started coming out. And this is when people started going fossil fuel. Anyway, that part I'm leaving. It is not part of this topic. Industrial revolution is what happened. Your technology, machine started, so people could move. Suppose imagine you are in your hometown, your parents or grandparents. You might be in Pune, Titi agreed, but you were not long ago where your family were. Your great grandfather, he might have come from a rural area, most probably. Okay, and what was the life conditions those period without say before the arrival of all these machine, no transportation, nothing possible. So earlier people were living like this. This image, you can see this image, a bullock cart. Can you? Yes. So this is how. So what happened? I'm not saying everyone was moving the bullock, but no, but we have to think like that. See, there was a period when only this was the mode of transportation. How was life? Imagine you are in a situation in your region, you are having only this means of survival there, and this bullock cart. Bulls are used for what? Pumping of water. Tractor, tiller, nothing. Plowing. And for your travel also. And the European countries, they used horse or donkey or some other animal. Whatever might be the animal available there. Camel in deserts and agreed. But how many kilometers you could travel? Per day maximum 20, 30 kilometers. Suppose you are traveling in a bullock cart and where to park this animal in the night. So it's not easier. So life was different some 200 years, 150 years ago. So that's what we call industrial revolution changed society, industry, economy also. With the arrival of this machine, movement possible. People could move from your village to Nagpur or Pune or Delhi or Bombay where factories are there. And factories possible because lots of power necessary to run the industry, and that led to the arrival of jobs. So what kind of job? Operator, machine operator, large unskilled workforce. Step 1, 1760, 1840, mechanization, steam power. So people from the villages, they started scattering out. Those who are happy with the land and all, they stuck there. Others, no, they went out. Step 1. Step 2, what happened? Step 2, steam power replaced by the next power, electricity. Arrival of hydroelectric energy, electricity, and more faster machines, assembly lines. So more factories, so more assembly line. I'll take you to the assembly line. And here also again, electricity powered industry, mass production, and I'll take you to another. Yeah, this is a factory. Imagine some 150 years ago, you are only very few colleges. You are a college teacher. How many colleges were there in your area some 50 years ago? Just count the number. How many colleges? Now we have so many. So what jobs? So, and see, only 3-4 colleges in and around Pune means only 30 or 40 MSc will be there. They will get into some kind of job. What about the others? They will not get admission. Suppose in your entire region, you are having only 100 seats. If 10,000 of you are there, the remaining, where they will go? They will get absorbed on this kind of job, morning to evening. And you are seeing, this is from the, if you are seeing the movie, which movie? Schindler's List. Schindler's List, a tragic movie anyway. But factory setup, factories are there. Germany having industry hub and all. Similarly, then Manchester, UK, all these factories like this. And I'll take you to one video, 1936, modern times, Charlie Chaplin, factory scene. So movies represent the kind of scenario, the social reality of that particular period. So, and here you can see a person from morning to evening working in a factory. That is during this period, 1936. So second industrial revolution, he's working in assembly line. So factory owned by somebody. So factory owner, what he wants to do? He wants to increase the productivity. Okay, we'll watch the video. And so that, you know, those who are having, yeah. One moment, I'll share the video and come to you. One moment. Hope Zoom will not create problems for me. It happened. No problem. I can see a part of this video. Okay, you are seeing the right.
Section 5, give it a limit.
the rest of the video, you can, there are so many. So what I want to show here, what are the factory scene, assembly line, how people were, what are social conditions. That is the second industrial revolution period. So yeah, more or less this kind of scenario. Anyway, so here's here assembly line, what happened? Okay, then we go to the next one, third industrial revolution. We are part of it. We are part of it. Digital automation, arrival of computer, internet, 1950 started happening, and by 1990, 2000, it is ready. I remember in my college, 94, I joined as a lecturer, and that time, no, all the old type of dial-up phone coming, internet coming, we are downloading one image from somewhere, it takes some 30, 40 minutes and all. Can we think something about that now? Yeah, that's kind of technological change. So arrival of computers in 1990. But the question here, what happened? And this is a period computer automation electronics early came. Okay, so what it became necessary for all of us to workforce. We are all workforce. We have to learn, adapt. Suppose someone of you saying, I will not use PowerPoint, I will not use a laptop. Is survival possible in your college now? And COVID did that, exactly did that. COVID taught all the teachers and all of us, we are all forced to do that. What happened? Why? In 2020, COVID starts June 1st. I remember academic year starts first one, and we were all forced to, all teachers were used to, they have to go out for a Microsoft team. My college went for the Microsoft team, not Google Meet or not Zoom. So then training on Microsoft team and all. And there were many teachers who never used a computer before. Won't believe that. Laptop, no. Email, no. They all learned digital technology, PowerPoint, and there were so many against it. They were also. But for me, I remember since I was in Chennai, Loyola, that was in 1988, computers were there, but no Windows, no Word, no PowerPoint. Still, I remember going to different studios and making slides and all. Each slide, this much rupees, how much time, and photos. Yeah, anyway, that part I'm leaving. So imagine a scenario where you are not ready with digital technology. A teacher coming to your college who says, I won't use computer. Out, that's all. End of it. So it has become necessary for all of us to study digital technology. Otherwise, as I told you, during the COVID period itself, we would have lost our job. Am I right? And that is the transformation, third industrial revolution. So we happen to see that. But now we are in the next phase, namely fourth industrial revolution, 2000 onwards. It is known as the Industry 4.0. What is happening now? Smart factories, self-learning machines, AI, robotics, IoT, Internet things, 3D printing, big data, AR, VR, everything, cloud computing, no floppies, no CDs, no pen drive now. Wherever no you can just simply go out. Cloud computing changed everything. Smart factories, self-learning machines, highly automated production. And I'll take you to one classic example, and then you will come to know what exactly happening. Tesla. Okay. Before that, so machines are communicating, not the human. Machines are communicating, analyzing data, make decisions automatically. That is smart factory. And who are required there? Highly skilled and talented individuals who can develop, manage, optimize advanced systems. If you are not skilled, you will not get a job. Developed countries, they are fourth industrial revolution. Smart factories are there. And what is a smart factory is like? I'll take you to one smart factory. It starts with a very, what we call boasting, glorification by the Tesla owner, Trump, Elon Musk and all. But ultimately what happened with him, because this video was taken 1 year ago, he was a miserable failure later there because Chinese outdated him.
Tesla produces.
One moment. Just 1 minute, one more video. Tesla. Okay. So this is about, you are seeing the Elon Musk and Tesla some 1.5 years ago. They have this wonderful announcement about their smart factory and all. You see the rest. But here, what you have to see, what are the kind of technologies? What is smart factories?
As one of the top manufacturing companies in the world just 5 years later. So Tesla makes a few different cars, like the Model S, X, and 3, and they all go together, the Model Y, because this is the most popular vehicle, the Model Y, and specifically the Model Y variation that they are building at the Gigafactory in Texas, because this is the most clear example of how Tesla makes a vehicle in a way that no other company on
Earth can match. And this, now all the other companies, there are so many in China, and then Honda, Toyota, Volkswagen, everyone does the same.
Earth can match. The first stage of this process is going to be fabricating the various panels and vehicle structure that make up the Model Y body. To do that, Tesla is going to use a process called stamping. This is pretty simple. You have two halves of a die mold that hold the shape of the part that you want to make. Then
No, this one I have given here just to understand what is a smart factory in the industry.
you place a sheet of metal in between those two halves. Typically, that's going to be aluminum, and then the machine stamps down on that sheet of metal to form it into the desired shape. There are going to be dozens of these stamping machines involved in fabricating all of the components that make up the body structure. The next step from there is going to be piecing them all together. That's where the big robot arms and conveyor belts start to come into play. They are welding together all of those stamped pieces to begin forming the skeleton of the Model Y body, moving from one robot down the line to the next, each one adding a new piece of the puzzle. This is what they call the body in white stage of the process. The car is not actually white at this point. It doesn't have any paint at all. I don't know why they call it that. But once the skeleton frame is complete, they're going to start attaching all of the body panels, like the fenders, the doors, the hood, and the trunk. These can't just be slapped on by robots, so there are going to be workers attaching and bolting down all of this bodywork. In theory, they would be ensuring that everything is fitted perfectly straight and even. But in practice, Tesla has been known to fall short on that aspect, though apparently Giga Texas is turning that around with nice, tight fits on the bodywork. From there, we go on to the paint shop, where the assembled body gets sprayed with primer and then sanded down to a level surface. Then it goes through a whole series of spraying and dunking and drying sessions, getting multiple layers of paint and gloss, depending on the finish. White is the easiest, that's why it's the cheapest. Red is the most complicated, with multiple layers of color and metallic speckles, and that's why it's more expensive. After the paint is dried, buffed, and polished, the body goes off to have all of the interior paneling fitted, the electronics wired up, and the glass installed. Now, simultaneous to all of that, there's going to be a separate process going on to manufacture the Model Y's underbody and powertrain. For that, they're going to start with a structural battery pack. This creates the central frame section of the vehicle, in addition to holding all of the 4680 battery cells, along with the integrated cooling and electrical architecture. Then to that battery pack, they are going to directly bolt on the front and rear Giga castings, and that is the entire underbody ready to go in a few steps. The electric motors are then integrated into the Giga castings, one in the front and one in the back. Each is connected through a gearbox into the drive axles for all four wheels. The suspension is all tied into the castings, and the brakes and wheels are added to create a big rolling structure, kind of like a skateboard. Then on top of the battery pack, they are going to lay down the carpeted flooring, attach the center console and interior trim, and then bolt down all four seats directly to the top of the structural battery pack. Then the last big step is going to be to drop the finished body directly on top of the frame and powertrain assembly. The two are connected together by a series of bolts all around the perimeter of the structural pack and castings. From there, the Model Y gets the finishing touches from a team of people doing the final quality control. Again, in theory, this is where any defects and issues are identified and fixed before the vehicle rolls out to be delivered to the customer. Now, that is how the process works at Giga Texas, and it's fairly similar at Giga Shanghai. So now you have some additional context for how incredible it is that all of that can be done so efficiently that they can produce a brand new Tesla every 30 seconds at the Shanghai factory. Have you heard of the sneaker company who can produce a brand new Tesla every 30 seconds at the Shanghai factory?
Let me see what is the chat box. One moment, I'm coming. Okay, so this is a smart factory. There are so many other companies. They all have the same thing. I'll share the links with you later. You can check it later. Not only in in the car industry, in other areas also. So this is the fourth industrial revolution, and factories like this are coming one by one. And the question we have to ask ourselves, where do our students fit in? And where do the engineering students from India fit in? You remember the example I said, Canadian education, Canadian skill. Engineer from India goes there, theory learn language, and our engineering system. I'm not lamenting anything about, complaining about it. IIT is different thing. Most others may not be having the most advanced machineries. And when you enter into a work factory, what happens? And that's why they say we need experience of this country, education. But then only an Indian fellow will get a job there. Okay, similarly here now you have seen, my question is, fourth industrial revolution, this is what's happening. And if we are in third industrial revolution, or if we are in second industrial revolution with the kind of education, what may happen to our youngest days? And this is not only in car industry, there are other industries also, agriculture, lack of time. No, you can see it later. I'll share the links. AI coming to farming in India, robotic harvesters. You have seen for international videos. AI-driven tractors, AI tractors, autonomous drones, and then video examples like I can give you, but anyway, you see later. Robotics and all. Next one, food processing. Automation in food processing, kitchen, five-star hotels, or all these catering services, those who are supplying food to flights and all, Tata and all. There are so many, Oberoi Group and all, they're sharing. And they have. And okay, and how the food production is happening. And then textile garment industry. This is where China, Vietnam, and Bangladesh, they are scoring. Robotic sewing machine. Robots, same, robots for garment handling, fabric cutting. And for that, there are videos, examples, links I will share you later. I'll just show you one from one of these, and then I'll jump to the next one. Okay, kernel automation. One moment, because it's interesting to see also. There are many things which are happening in different parts of the world, and what you have to think, who invents all this? Somebody is doing it and all. Somewhere in the world, many people, they have the creativity and they are bringing out newer innovative ideas, inventions. If those inventions are not happening in our country, and that is the question we talk about, we lack the skill, we lack the creativity, and we are admitting we are Indians, we are either incapable or we are lazy. Maybe lazy may be the right time. Yeah, just see one.
There's tickets flying around, orders are coming through, orders are being called out. Then when you're dealing with hot food, there's loading in and out of the oven and making sure that you're timing things all in the right way. This is where using a multi-axis robot from KUKA and the automation technology that we put around it allows us to simplify that process and create a whole lot of consistency. And that's where I think we've done something pretty unique and special. We love KUKA for this purpose because KUKA makes an industrial robot that fit our price point and we know is absolutely reliable and something that we can control and manage remotely, which is important as we roll out restaurants all around the country. One of the other things that was unique with the KUKA solution is that we were able to choose an HO robot so that we're able to use food and health grade products in our entire food preparation.
We chose KUKA primarily for the reliability and the reach and the form factor. We're hinging the rest of our restaurant operation and our staff upon this So we're really trying to optimize timing, the temperature, and the order of things, and then let the humans do what they're really good at, which is sort of these very like high dexterous or very variable tasks. The KUKA robot does a lot of different operations. The main one is loading the oven from a set of assembler. When they're done with those trays, KUKA will then take those and add them to a set of stacks in our discard modules. So they're basically pre-stacked and ready for the dishwashers. We're trying to control the timing very precisely within that oven to get better food quality and then also get really predictable output for our customers.
The partnership and the value create the example that puts real chefs, great employees, and automation systems together to create the perfect restaurant of the future.
So read it carefully. Employees, automation system together create perfect restaurant for the future. Okay. You are all there? Or gone out for lunch? Hello.
Yes, we are here, sir.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to come out. Under the 10 years, you wait in under Pune and all. You will be seeing a lot of things like that. But to run this machine, somebody is needed. Jobs are there, but jobs in a different field. Not as a chef or a cook. Number will be coming down. That is the message I'm trying to bring into here. So this is what the skill and global is all happening. And you are seeing those people know their creativity. They are bringing out these ideas. And this was from another website, visit later, not now. 500 million pencils. 1 million is 10 lakh. One factory they are making with a factory. You should see the video. Okay. So what's needed? Reskilling, challenge, fourth industrial revolution. Millions of jobs are there. Job displacement also. Okay. So half the workforce, including ours also. We means no, you are all young teachers. And we have the threat of AI is very much there. There are a lot of questions this AI can do, whether it is in all the AI tools, not only ChatGPT, there are many other options are there. And kids, no, they are smarter, they will find a way out. Then they will start asking, what's the need to go to school, college? And the same thing we can do. Okay, this one, sorry, I didn't change the, one moment, yeah. Are you seeing the video or PowerPoint? Yes, PowerPoint, right. So this is a question. So this is a concern for all of us. So what's required? Highly skilled workers are there. Technology, programming, AI, everything. And that is, and machines are going to do repetitive, dangerous tasks. That's why that KUKA robot, the kitchen robot I showed you. And AI can manage complex data analysis. That we all know that. Already we are seeing. So what happened? Workforce. Traditional large workforce, they are going to be out. Unemployment, underemployment, manual labor, that is going to be the issue. So the question, large population is a benefit or not? Yes, benefit provided they are skilled. So now we got the picture where we stand, India, and we go to China a little more in the coming. So what's required? Countries that with investing in education, vocational training in technology related field. So for countries large population, upskilling, reskilling the workforce to meet the demands of the fourth industrial revolution. And are we in our colleges and universities, are we doing that? Or how might be the excuses that we leave it? So a workforce is educated, skilled in relevant technology that is beneficial, otherwise not beneficial. So there are again 2 articles you can refer later. I'll share the links, read it. Why so many Indian tech graduates, unemployable tech graduates? I say engineers, you can put it. Okay. And then another one, Hindu, long ago, how India squanders, wastes its demographic dividend. We have youngsters, unemployable. And I'll take you to next one, these 2 names. I will stop by 1 o'clock and we'll have a lunch break. Is it okay? Am I right? 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Okay. Nobody's saying anything. So you don't want a lunch or already many left?
Yes, sir, we can take.
Yeah, so we'll leave by 1 and I'll rejoin by 1:15. Okay, so that will be okay. So what's the topic here? So I was showing you this slide. Yeah, very good thought-provoking study by Hanushek and Larger. They are the top-rated international experts, Stanford University, and then American economist, economics of education. Larger was a man. He is with the German economist. Okay, he is from Maximilian University, Munich. So their studies is, we read it carefully. Now I am going to see somebody to have to unmute or mute. Anyway, now it stopped. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so here what they say, economic growth, a function of cognitive skill of the population. It is the data, 1960 to 2000, South America, they have analyzed. And what is cognitive skill? Our capacity. Teachers, we are teachers are here, 50 members are here. The ability to think, learn, remember, creativity and all, writing, although it varies from person to person. Okay, that's what we call cognitive skill. And it is essential for learning, problem solving, performing, creativity ultimately. So when you are in school, and what happened? See, when we were in school or when we are sending our kids to school, what happened? The initial years, they get the lower order thinking skill, cognitive skill. There are 6 levels are here. Cognitive skills. Bloom's taxonomy, hierarchy of cognitive skill. The lower order, initial part of education, remembering, understanding, applying. Then higher order. From these 3 bases, lower order thinking skills, we should go to higher order things. One student should reach, including me. Analyzing capacity, evaluating capacity, creativity, create something beneficial. Okay, that is a creativity. So in schools and all, what happened? First stage is remembering. Yeah, when you send to school and college, I know tables and history, geography, everything. Then understanding happens, then applying. 3 levels over. Next level is cognitive skills 2. Analyzing capacity based on a +2 degree education, +2 education. Do we have the analyzing capacity? Just think about our students. How many of them can have this capacity of identifying the causes of an event, comparing different theories? Or how many of them? Now the American reciprocal tariff war, America, China. Why America is doing all this? How many of our students are aware of it? I don't know. I doubt. Maybe they heard something, that's all. But how many of them can analyze it with their UG or PG, with you and me taught them? And evaluation. I have given the example of, okay, you give them a paper to read from your subject area, one like PDF, good research article give to them. How many can good review? Tell them to see a very good movie, a good review, not without the base of II or nothing. How many? And ultimately this question, creativity. Creativity means what? With all these years of study and UG and PG, PhD, how many can write a good research paper? And what is a research paper? How many can design an experiment? Or write a music, a poem, write a book? Or develop a software? Or a solar panel? No, now China is able to do that. They are the masters. Cheapest one. Cheaper and cheaper it is becoming. How? Someone is doing it there. That is the creativity. The same Chinese now, whom we once long ago are considered as poor, inferior and all. Now they are the ones who are doing it all. And where do we stand? Creativity. Pinnacle of cognitive skill. And there is one very international famous not test, but many of us may not be knowing it, but kindly take a note of it. This is from the Wikipedia article. You can refer it later. PISA. PISA, we are all familiar, but this is a different PISA. Program for International Student Assessment. By who? OECD, another international organization for economic cooperation development. 38 countries consortium, all developed countries. Intentions are good only. They want to test the education system, international education system of different countries. Compared. How? Simple. Students of 15-year-old students of each country. 5,000 students from India, 5,000 students from Pakistan, 5,000 from Germany, all countries. They all appear for a 2-hour test. And the test what happened? They are given questions, not predetermined questions. Sorry. The students have just exposed them. They call for a test. They have to write this test. A test in science, maths, reading, and also test to assess their problem-solving capacity in new and familiar conditions. That means they are not given the text earlier. They have to face it for the first time. And what is the test results? This test has been going on for many, many years. Once in 3 years, 2 hours test. And latest results, I said it is testing the education system. Which country's education system is good? Is it America or Germany or the New Zealand, Australia? Yeah, but results are mind-boggling. All from Asia. All the toppers are from Asia, but Southeast Asia, we are nowhere there because we did not participate. We'll come to that later. So 6 of them: Singapore, Japan, Taiwan, Vietnam, China, part of China, Hong Kong, Macau, all those areas. Because Chinese did not go forth. It is something like, anyway. So they are the top performers. What does that mean? What does that mean? This test, you can see this is a test result from PISA 2022 worldwide ranking. India did not write. This link is from the Wikipedia. Green color is the top pace. Green color, North America, some European countries, Australia, then New Zealand also here, and then you have Southeast Asian 6 countries. Asia only this one. All these countries, Russia, Africa did not write. India also did not write. And entirely in red, entire South America, vast majority. Yeah, they got the lowest score. And some African lowest score, but at least they wrote it. Okay. And this middle age, orange color. Okay. So this is the statistics. And here you can see top 20. Who are the top 1? India, what happened? 2009 survey, we wrote once. India with all the highest pomp and glory, we went there, and 73 among the 74 participating countries. Our rank was like that. And thereafter, HRDC, Human Resource Ministry, not participating. 2012 test, 15, 18, 22, no. And shockingly, it doesn't mean all richer countries are doing good. OECD countries, OECD founder countries, Western Europe, they are also not in the top list. But Singapore became the number 1 in PISA 2022. In 2009, they were the 5th position. So which country's education system is good as far as this is concerned? And this is the results. World result. 198 countries, only 80 writing. Others know that what may happen. So they did not participate, including India. These other 6. When America is 18th. And the most shocking, as I read in the for the European country, Germany is not there in the top 20. And I read in that article, they are saying German education system was so upset. Parliament, it was a big issue. And they asked for revamping. And where do we stand? And our government don't know it. Policy makers know it. And for what this PISA test? Identifying where do we stand? Okay, you can compare with that country, this country. So regional differences we can find out. Second one, benchmarking. Which one is better? When I told you 6 top Southeast Asian countries, and for the globe also, for the world also, that is the message. What is the message? Europeans, Americans, you study from these 6 Southeast Asian countries, and then policy making. What policy? Whom to work? Okay, so data driven. This is based on test. This is not merely based on something else. Improve education system. Now we read anything about here, anything resonates with NEP? Yes. Global perspective. Countries to learn each other. When I told you, my students who went to Germany and Europe and all, they are telling me, and I felt ashamed because they are telling us point blankly, what you taught us is of no use to us. That's all. Our students going there and finding out there, we are not at all good. Accountability. Who is responsible for all this? All these, if we are not performing well, our students, if they are not performing well when they are going abroad or in some top-rated countries, companies, PISA holds education systems accountable. We are all accountable. We are part of the education system. You and me are getting salary, running a college and all, and we are making the students come over there. We are accountable. So what we have to do? We have to improve it. And this is a corpo in where, not because of PISA test, what NEP, with NEP, Government of India tries to do. What might be the other difference? You leave it. Why it is necessary? You have some more shocking examples I will show you. Okay. And another 2 minutes. So this Hanushak and Ladger Waseman, their study you can see in the publication 2015. Knowledge capital of nations. What is the knowledge capital? Simple claim. Knowledge is the key to a country's development. Okay. But in most countries, most politicians, researchers, what do? They look for, they bring in not on valid skills. They are bothered about proxies. What proxies? They will say, policy makers, they will say, we have school enrollment is very high, 100%, literacy rate 100%. But the deeper subject, namely learning outcome. Your child had gone to school and got UG, PG, and what is the learning outcome? Cognitive skill, nothing. And that is what Latin American region, Latin American puzzle, East Asian miracle, that's what they call. What is East Asian miracle? This is East Asian miracle. These 6 countries, 1960 to 2000, they became global manufacturing economic hubs. Agree with me? And in the Latin America, what happened? Entire Latin America. See, this is a huge continent. India is so small. And here, there are 40 years of data. Government is spending so much money because America is nearby, all the funds are there. But they are not coming up because the education system is not good enough. People are not getting the necessary skills needed for the companies, for the jobs and so top performers. And there are one more, and that is what East Asian already mentioned. Okay, then top mentioned, and then we stop here. Okay, and this is not only. I'll stop with one word. Not only in the field of industry. I'll give you another very mind-boggling example from agriculture. Largest global exporters of agriculture export. Who? You heard a lot about subsidy, America giving. That's all. Leave it. Largest one, America, agreed. Huge country. Second one, and that is a shock. Netherlands. Netherlands is just 1/200 the size of America. It's just like comparing India and Bangladesh, India and Sri Lanka size-wise. And that Netherlands is the largest exporter. 2020 data. Third one is Brazil, huge country. Germany. They are all using for the technology run greenhouses. 200, 250, 600 tons per hectare. Agriculture technology, they have the agricultural skills we had earlier. China, India, and some Latin American countries, Peru and all, they were toppers earlier, ancient agriculture. Now everything changed. Now these are the countries. So these Netherlands, if they are able to do that, and there is one more line, how they are doing it? They are using just less than 1% of farmland. You hear it properly. A country so small, and they are not using the entire land, just less than 1% of their farmland. How they are able to do that? They have the skills, agriculture skill. They are using indoor farming, greenhouse farming, and then precision agriculture and LED lighting. What is LED lighting? See, plants now during night time, instead of sunlight, provide them LED light. And here what do you see? Research, creativity, ideas. And one more thing, they are not growing these plants on soil. Instead, they are growing on coconut fiber, which are so much in my region. I'm from South, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. We have coconut husk. And this coconut husk, which is a waste in our region. And these people, they have from 10 years ago found out that it can be used instead of soil for their indoor house farming. And coconut husk was one problem, the one which is used in our mat and all. It won't degrade, lignin. And that material, somebody found out it can be used instead of soil. And the plants are used, hybrid plants are growing in the soil inside buildings. And then one more material is rock fiber, wool fiber, the scrubber which we are using in the kitchen, same thing. You allow a plant to grow there, give the nutrient, and otherwise hydroponic, water media, like lotus and all. So And it is a European country. Remember, now it is winter season, no plant, nothing more. But inside the building, it is possible. And the remaining part, you see the video after your lunch, then you will get an idea what exactly. Or I'll play the video. So thank you very much. Nearly 90 minutes non-stop. You are listening to me, and nobody asked me. I'm not. Yeah, I can continue. No problem. If you have any questions, no, you can post it here. I'll answer. So now it is 1:03. I'll be back by 1:15. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hello, good afternoon. I hope you are all back. Okay, we start. And I played that video.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is what actually I was telling in most of the developed countries. They have, especially in a European country. But the one which you have seen is not from Europe. It is from Azerbaijan, a small country, and compared to India, and there it is Bangu Agro Park, operating since 2017. So, yeah, that's a very small country, very small economy, and they're all doing with the same thing and the same technology, which is this. What you see here is the greenhouse. A greenhouse will be it is some 10 to 15. I think it is 17 hectares. This one they are saying hectares. So 1 hectare is one football ground, and you see the large size of it. Okay, and this is covered with tiltable, closable, yeah, glass, not glass plane, glass-like material, transparent material. It can be opened or closed. So when sunlight is required and everything is can be open, otherwise it can be closed. Azerbaijan closed at Russia, cold country. Okay, and but the most important thing, what we have to think, pesticides, not there. And these tomatoes and all you are seeing, pesticide free. And what happens to us? And monthly harvest and all those things. And this is what I told in the beginning. This is not plastic, it's a biodegradable material. And here the plants are growing in media. What media? You can see all these pipes, precision agriculture, based on the quantity of water required, it is being added. And this is the material used is coconut fiber and some nutrients added, or it can be plants growing in water. They can be hydroponics and all. Hydroponics, aquaponics, that's what we call. We have the technology, we study everything theory here. India, it is known to us. Okay, but adoption of the technology and the level to which they have gone and their productivity, which I told you, 20 tons against 250 and 200, 600 tons. What chance we got? And they can export all these too, because that is how Netherlands is the second largest exporter. If you are hearing, that is the reason. Then I'll take you to one more from the Netherlands. Greenhouse bell pepper. Bell pepper is a capsicum, and you just see the size of the farm and also who are working there. That is the important point I'm coming to you. And then and what is the role of AI also? They have still research and skill, and you have to take it on two different perspectives. One is the skill, how they get the skill. The second one is the research. When I told you coconut fiber, which is not at all anywhere in the tropical, only in the tropical countries with warm climate, and they do not have it. But they have come out with this idea, this coconut husk, they import from Mexico. And they are, because to the Europe, no, it is closer. Mexico and Latin America is closer. And that coconut fiber they are using for their agriculture. And whereas a place like in India, we have in South lots of all these fibers are there. I do not know. Anyway, so this technology and all yet to catch up. Yes, many of you will be thinking, no, this all huge investment. See, huge investment is required. And for that only certain government policies, when it comes, there are people who are ready to oppose it. See, there are people who know. See, there is one saying like, let him see, people who know swimming, let them sing. Others know, let them sing. Instead of why blocking the entire thing. So why blocking the entire thing means what happened? We are not able to compete in the anywhere in the international market, and we are losing all these advantages. And ultimately, the farmers also suffer. Anyway, that's a different thing. So I will take you to the next video. Watch it carefully and see who are working there. Size of this farm. This is size of the farm one. There are nearly 4,000, 5,000 farms like this, and they export it 80%. And youngsters are working. Youngsters are working in agriculture field. But what kind of agriculture field is another one? Okay. Yeah, from here it starts.
Nothing, no, I'll find.
Yeah, the same thing, more or less same basic plan. We have seen Azerbaijan, Baku also in the earlier video. And the people you are see, they are the youngest race because in the Scandinavian, Norwegian companies, no, they are all tall people. So, okay. ഞാനൊരു UGC സെഷനിലാണ്. So you have to see what are the vegetables possible there. Hello, you are all there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we know why agriculture is such a success in those countries. Number one. Number two, productivity-wise, productivity. That is modern technology. And what do you mean by modern technology? Someone has to do it. Research, that is from the universities. And from the universities, now all this has gone to the farmers. And whatever the farmer requires, it is being done. And there is that level. And that's why in the reciprocal tariff and all, I was hearing a lot about the kind of subsidies. Yeah, subsidies, maybe there are some items that I'm not denying. But European community and mostly, this is the kind of technology they are using. And they have lots of productivity. Okay. And where do we stand? And why we are not changing? And this is some of the their research output. And you would consider it as skills. It is their skills. Okay. And yeah, interior of a farm, the same greenhouse during night time with the LED light. So some plants, not all plants, they have identified, searched out what plants can be grown like that. And this is the advertisement from Philips, the same Philips India we have. You can visit the website later. Suppose if you are interested in doing a collaboration with these companies, that is also possible. Strawberries. So how to grow strawberries with Philips green power LED top lighting. Enough? Okay. And this is in general about the already I mentioned. Yeah, this already you have seen tomato how is grown. And this is the one which I told you, coconut fiber. Actually, there is one more link. This is from one Mexican company. Mexican farmers are saying they are helped, they are saved by this Dutch people, Dutch company. They are buying their coconut fiber, which previously they were. Yeah, and come to Kerala, India, visiting Kerala, you can see all these tender coconut, all these husk piles of them. What is happening to them? Earlier, people used to use it for, yeah, all traditional homes, it was firewood. Now, with the arrival of natural gas, all the LPG, nobody wants all this. And this won't degrade easily also. And that degradability, non-degradability, lignin, porosity, 94%, water retention capacity, somebody researched out, not in this part of the world. And they are making use of it, creative ideas. Then another idea, this is they call it as perlite. Okay, so this is another material that is coming from the volcanic rock. Heat it, it becomes soft like sponge. Yes, use there. Rock wool, and rock wool is from steel industry. And where is that particular? Yeah, and black. Oh, okay, and that is used for, it's like a scrubber which I told you. And come to India, and this is the one which I want to cite you. This example, February 22, 2025. Nizamabad Agriculture Market, turmeric drying technology. What is this technology? 2025, you are seeing 3 farmers. Nizamabad, Andhra Pradesh, and hot season 40, 41, 42 hottest areas. 3 farmers are there working there. Okay, and this turmeric will take at least 1 week. Turmeric to get dried up. And they are a cheap labor available. These 3 people are struggling. My question, suppose their kids are studying in your colleges, maybe Nagpur or Nasik or wherever might be that. Their kids are studying in our college. After the UG, PG, how many of them will go back to the same jobs which the parents are doing? And compare this with what you have seen in the other video. Baku, when companies or whatever might be, investment, no, leave it. European setups, where it is air-conditioned farms without all these high productivity. And another thing, what is this technology? What is this technology? 79 years independence. We are still with 100 years ago, same technology would have been used. And this is where we are stagnant. And there is one fine article written by this Professor Jayan Thomas. I don't know him. I just saw it Hindu. Indian industry is the culprit. Indian industry, suppose someone of you comes out with a greater idea, you say, we will provide an answer. Industry will not provide you, will not support you, because they say that instead of giving 10 lakh or 20 lakhs for your invention and promoting curiosity, creativity, cheaper labor is there, 500 rupees, 1,500 rupees. That's easier for them. So, and that is what this article says. Indian industry is to be blamed. Main barrier to progress India is industry. Reluctance to modernize. Modernization means what? Findings. And you have seen how the robots have come. AI, that green and ripe. What is bell pepper? Bell pepper was differentiated by a robot sensor. And you read the second line. First line. Export of garments stagnant 3.1%. India last 2 decades. We are at a particular. We are not growing further. Whereas you read it carefully. Bangladesh, China, leave it. Bangladesh and Vietnam outperforming India. But we are under the false notion that we are still the giants. But you see that these smaller countries, how they are able to do that. And for that, the answer I told you in the earlier part, 1% of land only these countries also using. Which one? Netherlands. Largest exporter, America, 220th size, not 200, 1 by 200 size, I said. Brazil, larger country, in between, you are seeing Netherlands, and they are using 1% of their land. And that is a technology skill. And similarly, the same thing indirectly happening here also. Bangladesh and Vietnam, they are in level with in the garment industry. How long it will go? They will come out with better and better modernization forms. India, here what happened? We will be like this unless something passes. So this article, it is all from this article. It says that industry short-term gains, but in the long run, what happened? People won't be there. That's what I was asking you. How many of their children will be there? The children studying, the students studying in our schools and colleges, they all, you can take it as coming from rural areas like this. So what to do? And next question, GDP wise, we are we are one among the 10 largest economies in the world, but agriculture only 17%. The remaining part of gross domestic productivity, it is coming from industry and service sector. 17% of agriculture. Okay, but you read the red line. 55% of country's total workforce are in this field. So what? Their income is low. And when I say income is low, there is another video which I missed to show you. This is the one. What do you see here? 10 largest economies. India is here. US number 1, number 2 China, and then for all in the 4th bracket. India now 4th position. Good, but what is the difference between India and China? China nearly $20 trillion. This is trillion dollars. We are all in the 4-5 bracket. That means they are 5 times ahead of us. And not only that, next one, per capita income, per head income. You read it. In some web page says 3,000 only, but here it says 7,000. Whatever might be that. All others with 5 digits. These are the 10 countries GDP wise. We are, yes, there are 198 countries in the world. When compared to all the rest, yes, we are. Size wise, we are good. But per capita income wise, that is what I showed you now. Income from agriculture, that is percolating into our farmers, is low. And only 17% is there in the agriculture field. GDP, 70% of GDP is coming from there. But 55% of countries, people are working it. Large number of people, road bank. Now we got the picture. And it is easy for everyone to mislead them because they don't watch all this technology. They don't listen to YouTube. And instead they listen to whom? You know that. Okay, so when new policies like this comes up, yeah, majority wins, elections wins, and ultimately what happened? We remain like this. As I told you, 79 years ago, independence. Still we are, 2022 article. Anyway, it became handy for me. It was in Hindu, this article came. And purpose was just to show it is a good crop season for turn, not because of anything against or anything in favor, but this image, it became handy for me. That's what I want to say. Anyway, so what we go to do, that's what I'm saying. Now with the NEP, suppose in your institution, you are offering courses which are relevant to the society. You are in Nagpur, you are in Nasik. Nasik, I know there are lots of wine and all those farms. Or if you are from Assam, whatever might be that. Or from the Kashmir, Shimla, whatever might be. Shimla and all, famous for the tourism, apple and all, then the local all festivals and all. So whatever might be that, bring in courses relevant to the society. So in the agriculture productivity in India, what we can do? Create awareness. Instead, don't fall for what the all India poor and a lot of people are 1 acre, 2 acre. That won't work out. There is limited awareness education, modern farming technique. Include as part of our curriculum instead of the meaningless practicals. I'm a biology teacher, I know that. Remove it, bring in. And many will say, no, this is not our role, agriculture university. There is nothing like that. That's what NEP says. There is nothing like that. Anyone can teach anything, which is connected to the subject, if you have the skill. Okay. And extension services, provide services to your local farm. Suppose you are in a village area, semi-urban area, farmers, their children are studying in your school, your college, and not farmers, others also. If someone gets this idea, they can make their own farms, modern agriculture technique, and it will be a technology for others, and slowly it will spread in the area. And same is about value addiction. Remember, all this coffee, cocoa, everything goes from Africa and certain extent South India also. But best chocolates are coming from which part of the world? Europeans. Why? They have the best technology. Coffee, chocolate, same thing, cocoa. And I'm in Kerala, we have lots of pineapple here. But I see in when I visit all these lanes and all these supermarket, all the agricultural products like kiwi and pineapple and jackfruit, everything from either from Malaysia or Indonesia. And that's what we call value addition, processing and package, agriculture product. Farmers, they lack the technology. But there are courses. Suppose you are in an apple belt, whatever might be useful for apple belt, use it. So this is a core point of this this topic. So modern technology, what a college can do. If college may be, your management may not have to depend upon government fund or some local fund. Bring in courses, one semester, one course, and let people get exposure to that. Okay. Implement technology, drones for crop monitoring, sensors for soil. You have seen there now small pipes and computer IoT sensors for soil and crop health, mobile apps, farm management, and then student involvement also, campus farm, and they will apply their theoretical knowledge, real world farming. So some of them, they become agriculture, agro business fellows, and they will be offering, spreading the news in the area. This is a core point. So NEP is giving this opportunity. That's all. Okay, am I right? Any question? Or anyone you want to challenge me, anybody? Not challenging, have any counter questions? Sir, is it possible or not? See, possible or not, no, that we have to make out. See, in Kerala, we are facing a very difficult situation. Many of the top-rated colleges now they are seeing number of kids, number of students are less. They are not coming to our institutions. They are going out somewhere. And I have shown you the warning. If the students start thinking like, what is the point having degree UG when you can get a job after +2 without studying all these? Who will come to our college? You are all there. Fine. Hello. Am I audible? Is it anything wrong? Fine, no?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Okay. So I can continue. So next part. Then more shocking news which I told you. What do you see here? Electric battery, EV battery. Okay. Who produces it? 53% from China. 53%, 2024. And one company, CATL. Previous it was BYD. Now BYD is moved away. Government decision. And you see the next one, 2023-24 data, 1.9 million electric, all the battery from China. You can ask the question, why we are unable to? Why? We lack the technology. Cheaper technology they have. And that's why this article, you can read this article, those who are interested. Electric vehicle colony of China, India, and world also same thing. And from where discovery happened? University of Texas, 1996, American, John B. Goodenough, he discovers lithium iron phosphate, cathode material, not battery. But that was a turning point. This idea was utilized well for battery technology by China. And that is why recent reciprocal tariff and tariff war, America was saying, people from China and all, they come to our country, we do the research, we invest everything, and finally they become the product is from the Chinese countries. And you stole our ideas. Can we blame Trump or anybody like that? Anyone for that? Americans know with the research and they discover. But the production goes to their countries, China. Okay. Then what China did, no, that is also interesting to see. Yeah. Key discovery happened like that. And now they are. See, now we are all starting, India recently started thinking more about lithium ion battery and all. Meanwhile, you know what happened? This lithium iron phosphate, this lithium has to come from South America or African countries. And Europe and Americans are, China and all, they are importing it. Just like the iron ore going from Chhattisgarh and all. No, iron mining, go away and all. So same thing was happening. A lot of environmental concern issues and all. And but anyway, still it is going on. But meanwhile, recently, 1 month ago, I read that CATL country, this company, CATL Breakthrough, they launched first generation sodium ion battery. No need to depend upon lithium. Instead sodium, salt. And it is nearly out. So now but they have the technology. See, this is a technology. Battery with the sodium technology is with China. Battery with the lithium ion cheaper technology is China. Solar panel cheapest technology is with China. And this is the one. Worldwide population, India, 8.2 billion altogether. Okay, 8.2 billion. Out of the 8.2 billion, entire Europe only 9%. Indian share is 17%, 1.46 now. China share is again 17%, 1.41. Now you got the point. See, we and they have the same kind of number of people there. And if we are depending upon them for each and everything, what we are doing here? What are we doing? And this one, Amazon website. You want to buy a smartphone, except Apple or Samsung, almost the famous ones are from which company, which part of the world? Global dominance in electronics, electric vehicles. And then now you're left and right to me. So many gadgets are here. Logitech or USB or my pen drive or all, whatever might be there. From where? Baseline, yeah, the technology is what. So it is all industry. But now certain government norms are there, and because of that, because I remember reading from Micromax complaining that 2020 they are the largest manufacturer in India. But then arrival of the cheaper technology, because they have the technology, they can make the battery cheap. And that is where even Tesla lost. Chinese have the cheaper EV vehicle battery. They have the material, they have the processing technology, and same price other companies cannot. And number two, recently you might have read, recently there was some articles about China's rare earth dominance. Some rare earths are there, and you read it. China has rare earth minerals. If they don't supply, Indian automakers will be stuck. So you cannot antagonize China, number one. Number two, smartphone industry also same thing. And this is globally also. China dominates rare earth processing. They have the skill, 80-90% of global refining capacity, or mining, rock material, and from there to bring out the rare earth. We have lots of rare earth here, huge deposit. India, Vietnam, all these are huge deposit. But the problem is processing capacity, skill only these companies. So what happened? China produces 60-70% of the world's rare earth material. So, and what happened? And 30% of research papers in the field also by them. Their education system, they do that. So nobody can antagonize them. America, you have read in the newspapers, Russian oil, China importing, we are importing. But fines only for us. America cannot do the same to China. This is one reason. You got it? So where do we stand? And then another one, and all these things now which we are earlier, now it's many are banned. DeepSeek, TikTok, Temu, our PayPal, everything, all from softwares, simple softwares. Whose idea? Games. And why it is possible that country alone? And that's what we are NEP we are trying to undo. Technical, vocational training through combination of government policy, in education reform, industry collaboration, cultural mindset shift. So many points I mentioned. So we'll see one by one. What is required? How could that country reach this level? Vocational education. They have same system, university degree, because I know that because I have one or two collaborations with the Chinese process also. International papers have come. And same university, UG, PG and all there. They have one more, second one, vocational education track. The same we work like. In addition to that, students are looking for skill-based careers in industries, not UG or PG. After 9th standard, they enter into vocational schools, not going to high school. 50% of Chinese students. You recently heard about the same system. We have the 5+, 3+, 3+, 4 system. Same thing. So students can leave instead of joining the high school. Okay. Anyway, 50% of Chinese students, they go to vocational training, ITI, polytechnics. Can you imagine the same thing here? And government supports that also. The next one, industry collaboration. All our colleges are good in doing that. Industry collaboration, NAC report and everything. Agreed. But what kind of collaboration we have? Colleges design, companies co-design courses Suppose you are in a lithium battery producing CATL or BYD battery manufacturer area, most probably most of the courses will be for that. If you are from a region like Nasik, where wine industry, because we are, lots of materials coming out, agro industries, very well known. Most of the courses, the college around that region, they will be designing courses useful for the farmers there, and for the industry, wine industry maybe. This is what we call a real old industry needs. Okay, so number one, industry, academic, that is industry. And this is the same scenario in the Netherlands or your America, everywhere. Industry collaboration. Next one, dual education policy. What is that? They copied from Europe, Germany. Germany, long ago, 50% of the time factories, 3-year study or 4-year study. Yeah, that's what we call the not apprenticeship. So instead of doing the monotonous practicals in your college or my college, you do it in the universities or in a factory. And what happened? The student who are there learning and earning and ultimately job ready when he graduate out. The factory which I showed you, KUKA robot or the Tesla factory or the any factory for that matter, they are ready. Then what about government investment? That's another complaint we hear. Yes, that's true. We have government funds are there, funds are coming to our institutions, but are they properly managed? This is all being managed by, when funds comes to your college, who decides? And there comes the core point. Based on my experience, I would say youngest days should take a lead. Generally, what happened? The youngest days, they will stay away. They don't take responsibilities, leadership roles. I'm not blaming everybody. But you should be in the part of the meeting, in your department meeting. You insist that this equipment, this course, we need it. Not because HOD wants that equipment, or your senior professor wants that equipment, or manager wants that equipment. Please don't do that. If that goes on, we may not be having the sufficient number of the necessary materials for running the practical. But now the RUSA and all these, earlier it was RUSA, now PM Usha has come. And your institution has to decide. And see that those materials which are essential, maybe your department may not need it, is sacrifice, give it to the other department. The funds allotted to you, if you are not having any good idea, another department is need, let them do a good lab, AI robotics, partnership tech giants, and this is what government investment. Fourth one, very important, mindset. Suppose you teacher, as a teacher, can you think about sending your children for ITI, a polytechnic? Can you? You just imagine whom I should name here. One teacher, for example, Dr. Jitendra, he deciding, my son, he's not interested in all. He wants to go for a polytechnic course. What happens? Entire family will be after. They will protest. Kid must be winning. Kid must be willing. But his parent also may be willing. Nephews and uncle and everyone. Then neighbors, they will say, because that fellow, he may be stupid. That's why he is going like that. But if someone is strong enough and they can show the way. Anyway, so this is what I want to say. Cultural, mind shift. India, we have a lot of issues with it. Not very easy to change. But now it is slowly changing. Craftsman spirit. You visit the YouTube videos. And in Chinese nurseries and schools, what do they learn? You are sending your child to a nursery and they are not full-time playing, singing and all those things. Everything is there. In addition to that, lots of skills they get there. Maybe sewing, maybe painting, and each one get a skill. Craftsman spirit. Okay. Then, and what are the courses required? What might be your area? These are the courses required. Future is there. All these machines, AI, robotics, automation is going to come. So what to teach? Outdated skill, leave it. See, we might have studied. Remember my first slide about Rabindranath Tagore saying, don't try to teach what you learned. It is not needed now. Instead of AI, machine learning, that is required. Connected to your subject, bring it in. Robotics, industrial automation, these are the things. And semiconductor fabrication, India is, you know the tragedy, because 2-3 years ago, government tried. No company in India was willing to come forward. Huge subsidy was given. And ultimately, what I understand, Tata Electronics was forced to take it up. And they tied it up with some Taiwanese company, and they took it. Maybe definitely they will get the advantage. But nobody was coming to forward. You can ask the same question. EV battery, we have all these famous battery companies are here. What they were doing? Why they were not doing it? Failure. Okay, competition. So EV vehicles, battery, this is all going to be in the future. Going to be the future. Next one. And China, what we have to understand, though Trump said, no, you copied our technology, and that is not true. Some basic part they copied, agreed. But thereafter, they did not rely on foreign companies. Now BYD is here in India. We have CATL and all these mobile Realme and all, or earplug and everything, OnePlus and all, no, all from China. And all across the world, they are all being used. All the battery technology is being used by Volkswagen, BMW, all countries. So R&D. Okay. Then next one, private sector participation. Anyway, this I am leaving. So they that is their country's aim, continuous reforms and evolution. And this is what we have to be careful. Updating the vocational curriculum. What might be? We all do curriculum, but we know, you and me know that what kind of curriculum updation we do. But that won't help us. Just now I told you, introduce, bring in the right courses needed for your region. Otherwise, students will not be there. If they are not getting the necessary skills and jobs, and with the social media, they will announce, you come over here, this company, which one I would say, Tata Electronics is offering, so not Tata Electronics. You can go for some other company. Kisan farm industry, they are offering some course. And if you are sure of a job, kids will go there. Okay, then what about the teachers like you and me? Lifelong learning and reskilling. Don't think we can get along with what we learned. My MSc, my BSc won't help me. All those practicals outdated. Now it has to be replaced. But we may not be having the technical skill. What happened? We have to go for some training program. And now the AI has come. After 1 year, 2 years, what may happen? We do not know. And then we have to. So that is what, till you retire, you have to learn. That is a problem. That is going to be the case of this job also. But everything is needed. It is not like earlier days. You can simply study something, read something, and teach it. We are not needed now. If we are trying to copy what we learned from our teachers, and these better things are available on the websites. COVID shown that. Okay, so this is the one. And next one, what are the key technologies? One moment. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, our NEP is going on, and my resource person called, and they have some issue. Anyway, that is solved. Thank you. So where did I end? Yes. So these are the courses: IoT, AI, and here you can see one course: AR and VR. AR and VR. So example, no vocational training. Students are using AR. For students, then we can take digital things, courses leading to. So in your college or students learn how to create digital models. See, remember earlier, car manufacturer, lorry manufacturer, who might be that prototypes. Now that's all gone. Now cyber physical systems are there, digital version, digital twin for a machine, factory, any equipment, any car. No need to buy, build everything as we see these days in our many newspapers saying, no, the students of that college done that. Anyway, I don't want to ridicule them, but now that's all old style. Now there are other technologies are there, digital twins and all. So this kind of courses and cloud computing. Now CD, everything over. Everybody is taking so many photos. Where to store all these? How many CDs you require? Cloud computing, edge computing. So students with the training in the cloud platforms, definitely the cloud is going to grow only. Okay. And then other fields, these are the future fields, solar research. But as I told you, yeah, there are countries like China, US, and they're all marching ahead. And they're trying to make it better and better, cheaper and cheaper. Solar panel, yes, we have. From where all our solar panels are coming? India is manufacturing it, but cost-wise, we are not able to export much because, again, there this company, China is there. They have beaten entire Europe like that. And that's why this import issue is coming up. So somehow ours is still one time costlier. That's what I read somewhere. One time or 1.2 times costlier, not cheaper. Hydrogen energy research, another area. If someone comes out with the technology, how to do this, that hydrogen fuel is green hydrogen fuel is required. Next year onwards, so by 2030, Indian Railway is going to run with the hydrogen fuel alone. But now the problem, splitting water and making hydrogen as a fuel from it, electrolysis, it is costly. And every country in the world is trying for that. Hydrogen energy skill. Germany, Japan, South Korea. So any research or any skill that will be useful. Okay. And next I come to another very simple thing. What are the seminars and assignments happening in our colleges and schools? Actually, forward this was introduced, assignments and seminars. It happened, I remember seeing in Loyola, that is, they were having autonomous since 1979 onwards. 1985 and all, assignment seminar. Assignment is for what? You are giving an assignment, so student has to think, analyze, and he get the writing skill. But instead, what he does? Copy paste. And you know the writing skill of each and every student in your class. 30 students you have. You know how many are good, how many are in what level. And when you read it, if you read it, you can make it out. This is written by. And this is where many of our students failed in international universities. What happened? They tried the same thing. And there it is not permitted. Strict plagiarism rules are there. Many students get caught. Assignment seminar, they cannot copy it. I know it. Personally, I know it. Students coming to me, sir, so I did this blunder, 5 to 10 lakhs rupees one semester ago. Is it possible in India? Not, I would not say not possible. We are all permitting it. And we'll say students will not come. Because many times teachers say, no, if you do that, no students will. Don't let them go to other colleges. If your college is doing something good, so it helps them, critical thinking, analytical ability, writing skill. So assignment matter. What are the seminars? What happened to the seminar? You are given same thing, the same topic which I told you, reciprocal, the tariff war between America and China or India. Give it an assignment and tell them to present it. And while presenting, each one will bring out their perspective. Others are listening. And others also, they all can contribute. So it helps them, seminars helps them in various public speaking skills. Interactive learning. Suppose the assignment is about agriculture technology. And someone in your area, which agriculture I would say, cotton farming in Nagpur. What are the issues being faced there? A lot of issues are there. Why don't we bring in, I forgot. The modern technology, GM modified seeds. I know it's a controversial issue in India. But remember, in China, Brazil, America, Australia, they are using it past 10 years. GM cotton. And you know what's the difference? Last week I read again newspaper. 1 hectare. The production from India is only 400 kilograms or 400 tons. Not 1 hectare, 400 kilograms. Yes. Whereas in Brazil it is 2000 kilograms. But it is not permitted. You put it as a debating question. So what happened? They also come to know. And anyway, when somebody present it, others can view. They will say biodiversity and all those things. But anyway, that's a different thing. Then another one. So from the seminar, what happened? Teachers are also there, so they will be serious. So we are losing and failing, and from our part, we are not helping them to get the skills. So teachers' responsibility is, see, students know, they do not know awareness about all these assignments, seminar, how it is going to help them in the long run. But we can do a lot of things. Anyway, I'm skipping that part. Next, we go to and then language. See, does that mean I'm not saying that language and social science teachers and biology teachers are not necessary in the age of AI and tech? They are necessary, because see, when some item and software or a product has come to a market, local context is there. What language it be? What cultural, linguistic, economic reality it presented? See. So, what do I say? Yeah. So, what I say, language and social sciences, yes, but the quantity may be less, not this much enough. See, for example, you can say any product. Engineers know beyond a level they cannot explain in the cultural or in the what you call the local regional context, and for that, it helps. Next one, language. Then another side. See, we were all exposed to language in a peculiar way, and that was before the arrival of all this AI and all these tools. Grammar, linguistics, syntax, these all now it's possible. Machine can do it. So what happened? So now the teachers with the linguistics with the computer scientists, computer expertise. So what that's interdisciplinary expertise in language plus expertise in computer science. It has become necessary. So practical computational implementation, people in this field, linguists must be knowing. And that's what leads us to NLP, a subfield of AI, interaction between computers and humans in natural language. Many times you might have noticed when we ask some question to ChatGPT or Copilot, and they are saying, no, I am unable to I understand it or differentiate, and I can write only like this. I don't have the other capacity to interpret emotions, or some words, no, they will confuse. Same word will be having different meanings in local language and different places. Or sometimes what happens, the same word will be a name of a place in somewhere else. So they will get food. They will get irritable off with many of these tools. So in such situations, language is, experts under, and that's what we call as the NLP and the AI NLP expertise become essential. So language and discourse, social media, everywhere it is spreading only. Current generation is very much bothered. What kind of language to be used in the social media? Social language analysis, discourse shapes, and society attitude. That's another thing. Discourse analyzes social media. So, and how to explain it, and for that peculiar the kind of language that is required for social media analysis. We have to think about that. And then language in power, politics. Politicians know they are also using the same thing, social media platforms and their role. And what kind of language to be used there in social media? Example is various politicians are there, including the American president is the best example. The kind of shows, statements which we make, and the gimmicks you do. That's all. That's a pre-planned item. We take like that. Then, this another one. Sentiment analysis in literature. Same author writes different books. You want to analyze sentiment in literate text, and what kind of language you evoke emotions. This all can be, and all such things only human beings can do. Authorship analysis. How different authors use different types of analysis and all. So there are such many such things are there. So these all the areas where the promising areas for the futuristic areas. NLP is all about it. Okay, so text analysis, language modeling, NLP application example I have given. AI, Siri, Alexa, they need language translation tools, sentimentalized tools, text summarization tools. All it involves what? These two areas. Interdisciplinary expertise of linguistics plus computer scientists. So that leads us to NLP, computational linguistics. Focus upon that. Okay. So now it is 2:10. Another 15 minutes to go. And next aspect is there any questions you want to ask me, or shall I go with the next few? Okay, please. Let me see. Is there anything in the chat box? Okay. I don't see anything. And the next one, this is important thing. NSQF. What is this NSQF is? National Skill Qualification Framework. Competency-based framework and all easy to explain. But actually what happened, see, when one person, there are NSQF, National Skill Qualification Framework 1 to 8 in 2023. Earlier it was 1 to 10. Now it has been converted like this, 1 to 8. So what does the level 1 means? Level 2, level 8. I'll say the example. Level 8 means a person with a PhD is at this level. What does that mean? A person with a PhD at level 8, what kind of knowledge he has, what kind of skill he has, what kind of aptitude he has. From a PhD fellow, what kind of knowledge, skill, aptitude is expected. And he is fit for certain jobs. When the vacancies are arising for a person with the level 8, that means a PhD fellow with the knowledge and skill. Okay. At the same level 1 is 5th standard education. So some jobs that requires this much of expertise. So a person with 5th class expertise, you can expect level 1 knowledge, skill and aptitude. He may be a helper or supplier. And here we have level 7, level 4.5, level 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6. These 4 is applicable to first year degree, second year degree, third year degree, fourth year honors, or first year PG. So from a first year PG student, what you can expect? And what kind of jobs are employable in a job market? And this is possible. So when you are sending somebody with a UG degree from India to somewhere else, some company, international company, so the company comes to know this person is having level 5.5 level is there. So he has, as far as the Indian Educational National Skill Qualification Framework, he has the knowledge, skill and aptitude to work as maybe level 6 is BSc degree only. Maybe a junior engineer, junior clerk like that. 6.5 means first year PG. So senior post. Sorry, 6.5 means 2-year PG. Sorry. And here there is one confusion should arise. It should not happen. That is, please remember, level 8 is PhD. Level 7 is for 2-year PG engineering degree PG. But here I understand all of you are from colleges only. So our UG PG, our PG ends with 6.5 level. 1-year PG or 2-year PG, whatever might be that. So to do 1-year PG, he might have followed 4-year UG program. So with the 4th year UG program, yeah, he reaches the level 6. First year of PG also, suppose 3-year degree completed, 3-year degree. So 3-year degree completed means this person is at the level 5.5. Then one more, and then one more year of PG, he becomes level 6. 2-year PG, he becomes 6.5. Anyway, so this is the National Qualification Framework. And what is the purpose? You can see from this table. Level 1. So when a company is calling for people with the level 1 level, 5th class as the basic qualification education, the company expects that he can be employed as a helper, basic operator. At the same time, they are looking for level 8 people means only persons with the skill and knowledge and the other one, aptitude with the PhD level, research. He is a very specialized professional. He can be employed as the level 8, and he can be very innovative and managing complex project all capacity, which a level 1 person, a person with the 5th class cannot do. So this is what our level of NSQ of means. So when your level is at 1, when you are saying somebody is at the level 8, level 5 or 4, level 4 is the plus 2 completed, CBSE plus 1 plus 2 completed. So he will be having certain levels. So level 4 will be, he will be fit for data entry, junior technician, that level only. Yeah, he cannot beyond a level, no, he doesn't have the academic qualification. So that's what skill qualification means, skill qualification. That is one aspect. Then we go to what is this NS? I'll take it another one, National Higher Qualification Framework, and this is a broad subcategory under this NHEQF. Everything games, it is a general policy only. NEP and this credit NCRF. What is NCRF? National Credit Framework is there. You know how many credits should be there? 1 credit, 2 credit, 3 credit, depending upon when you are offering certificate course, diploma course, 1-year course, 2-year course. So learning and skill, that is a part. Then another one is NCVT. Suppose your institution is want to offer a course in the vocational education, diploma course or certificate course, and there is a regulatory body. You have to follow their rules and guidelines. National Council for Vocational Education Training, NCVT, it's a regulatory body. So they have, and their guidelines we have to follow. The program should be having number of practicals, hours, credit, and all accordingly only we can. Just like the way now we do our degree, first year degree, 2-year degree, what should be the content like that? UGC formats guidelines we follow. Similarly for the vocational programs, that has to be followed. Then NEP is general. NEP already mentioned. What is the purpose of NEP after hearing all these? Vocational education plus students have the freedom, vertical, horizontal mobility. First year they can go, second year they can go, third year they can go, or they can come back again also. Suppose somebody is getting a job in after first year of degree, he studies he works in a factory, comes back after 1 year, 2 year, and he feels that he should have a 2-year study, he can do that. So this is the vertical, horizontal mobility in different way. Then vocational education. Yes, already I mentioned. So all in all, this all together comes under the category, this National Higher Education Qualification Framework. Okay, and next, last one. And there are various websites like this which we have to visit. Skill India. Not only you, Skill India Mission, government initiatives for skill development. You will check with the website, Skill India Mission, and this PMKVY, not now. NSDC, another important thing, National Skill Development Corporation, public-private partnership, skill training possible. Adult tinkering school is for the school kids. Okay, so when you visit the website, there are web pages, upskilling, reskilling, career growth, lifelong learning. You'll get a lot of portals, and that will take you to, here example, you can see internship program, free internship program, paid internship program, all those details are there. You check it up and then decide what are the offerings provided there, and this will be websites like that, and take your students also. Okay, because on their own, they won't do anything many times. Okay, so when you visit the NSDC website, there you can see various training partners are there, sector skill councils are there. Visit, understand what sector you are coming under, innovation engagement, what are the opportunities, and then various schemes and initiatives. Here you can see. So the same scheme which I told you now. Yeah, specified skilled worker, what are the various schemes offered there, and then project works. Then Pradhan Mantri count, that is not working now. Technical internal training program, what are the options available? Skill impact bond, what exactly? So as a teacher, you have to take the leadership. Okay, then only students will visit there. And next we go to last one, informal education and formal education. What is this formal education? What we got is formal education. UG, PG, everything from college or school, formal. Non-formal means what? The one which, suppose you are attending a online course, vocational course, all these online courses, Coursera, Khan Academy, anything, or any other course. It need not be online, offline course also, other than what you learn. And that all comes non-formal education. Okay. Then comes the term informal education, that is important. Unplanned, unstructured. You can say, for example, some technique you are studying from your parents or from your neighbors. Like, yes, this is what you can see. This is a village area in Kerala, and there this particular grass, wedge grass, and it's a very much And these people are experts. This local community, they are mostly illiterate. They are experts in making mat material and basket weaving. And you see the designs, the coloring, and this is all a skill. Okay. But the problem with this, now suppose a college teacher also wants to do that. He can get training, not training. He can associate these people and they will, okay. So suppose imagine you are getting such a technique. Other traditional craft-based skills like pottery, you don't have to study in a school or college. Weaving, embroidery, wood carving, you can learn from your mother, your father, or somebody neighbor. Terracotta art, cooking, culinary, traditional cooking. You are an expert in pickles. Suppose in your region, certain fruits are very much there. The one which I told you, pineapple, very much there. And you are an expert in pineapple. That's a skill. Indigenous food preservation technique skill. But how to provide a degree? Another example, plumbing. Suppose you learn plumbing. That is also pipe fitting. In addition to as a teacher, you are a good leak repair, water harvesting, folk dance, all these are comes under the category formal learning. So how to, and these are skills acquired outside the formal education system. So what to do? And how to evaluate it? And for that, plan the necessary test, interview, portfolio. How? I mean, example I show you. See, imagine there are thousand people in this region like that, but some of them are masters in that. They're on the way, high school education, degree education, PG education, but they will be experts and in this kind of crafts. So you are conducting, your institution is conducting, you are in such a belt, your institution in this belt where this particular, see the local community is depending a lot on making this kind of mats and basket weaving they are doing. And you are offering a program, recognition of prior learning and certifying experiential learned skills comes out of that, comes under it. And there you are, this college, in your locality, you have certain testers interview based on which you evaluate these people. So 100 members may be joining. Out of the 100, 10 will be the top performers, and your institution is providing them a certificate, not degree certificate, BEd, nothing at all. Maybe in this embroidery, serge-grass mat weaving, and they get a certificate. And with that certificate, it will help them to get job opportunity or maybe start their own industry or in many different ways. Or maybe somebody wants to take them in their farm or in some company, or and then explore further about it. All these are possibilities, but you are helping poor people, traditional people who are unaware of all this because they don't have school education, college education. This one another example for the Kashmir rural belt, which I explained for another class, carpet weaving, this pashmina straw. They know that. They are all sitting at home, walnut wood carving, and you are providing a skill, and your institution is reaching out and helping the local community, and the local community also grows up. And this is what we call as the second category, namely, this is also coming under the NEP policy. Your institution can do that. Recognition of prior learning, RPL. Okay, so that's all about this session. Now nearly 3 hours continuously you are listening to me. This all I'm skipped because no. Yeah. So what is the conclusion? You have to decide what you have to do, and I have given a broader idea. And this covers almost everything that is acquired from the NEP. What is NEP under the skill team? And thank you very much. Another 7 minutes. And if you have questions, you can ask me. Or doubts, I may not be able to answer each and every question, but maybe some questions may be new for maybe for new for me also. So thank you.
Hello, sir. This is.
Yes.
Can I ask?
Yes.
This is Dr. Manisha again. Sir, basically, I want to ask question related to skill courses at school level. So, are they working on these things at school level? Because at college level, yes, it's okay. We are using autonomy, freedom, we are implementing those things. But at school levels, again, the same thing they are doing. There is a no change, much change at school level from skill development point of view. So are they working on this? Do you have any idea ki, Ministry of Education is working on this at school level?
Yeah, NEP, no, that's what actually the school education also, they have started with Anganwadi and the new guidelines are there, no? They have to follow it, definitely, schooling level. This 5
Because
plus,
it,
3 plus,
yes, it is very, very important at school level first, and then at college level, definitely we are taking care of that.
See, actually, NEP starts with what? It starts at the school levels. So in we all
Yes.
followed the old education system. Now in the when the places where it is implemented, it will be 5 plus, 3 plus, 3 plus. That four system, no, it is going to be different. Okay, and there no, this is there also categorization is different. So the necessary skills are being CBSE and all that is what going to happen. That's happening definitely.
Okay, thank you.
So for us, what we have in our hand, these are the degree students, and we cannot reverse know what they studied. We cannot. So, what are the options we have to provide them? And suppose the students from the new system, when they are entering into our education system, there what is needed? The same thing. What? The same thing which I told you means,
Skills.
necessary skill should be there. And I'll take you to one slide, one moment. Yeah, that is what the present new education policy. And there you can see, even yesterday, the parliament, the new bill they have placed and all, fine. One moment, what happened? It got stuck. No. Yeah. Not this one. Not this one, sorry. Yes. You have seen this new educational policy, foundational stage. So what we taught them during this particular period in NEP, age 3 to 8, 5 years. So 3 to 6, pre-primary 3 years, class 1, 2, and what to be taught there. Okay, so they have play-based exploration, then basic academics, preparatory classes are there, preparatory classes 3 to 5, and then middle stages, 6 to 8, age 12 to 14. So middle stage abstract reasoning, subject depth. So similarly, the syllabus also will be, the curriculum also will be getting. And finally, when they enter into the high school, secondary stage, 15 to 18, that is 9, 10, 11, 12 standards, critical thinking, career orientation, life skills. And that is what the new policy aims at like. Okay. So definitely such items will be included in the syllabus and all the institutions will be forced to do that, or not forced to, will be asked to do that also. There is not about that. And yesterday we have heard about this one, the UGC Higher Education Commission, replacing UGC with the Higher Education Commission of India. So now we have only single body, and there will be have medical law schools out from it, and NCVT will be a different scenario. And one moment. Yes, and there are these four bodies will come. Higher Education Commission of India, HECI. There will be four verticals. One will be regulatory one. National Higher Education Regulatory Council will be there. So what is their role? Regulates higher educations. Then National Accreditation, same thing, NAC accredited institutions. Then Grant Commission, Higher Education Council, research projects and all, funding, financing for education. So instead of UGC fund, now we here in future, we'll hear about Higher Education Grant Council and funds. And then General Education Council will be there. And there are the certain defining learning outcome, syllabus, and all those things. So this is the basic plan, and now it was implemented. And the question you asked me was about whether or not the same thing will be happening at the school level. And that is what National Education Policy starts with here. New school education structure also involved, 5 plus, 3 plus, 3 plus. So there will be foundation stage, 5 years like that. But we all belong to the old education policy. So obviously different one. But when these kids enter into our system, we will be ready. But the present problem is we have so many students who are completing +2 as per the old one coming into our system, and what to offer them. And so for that, now whatever freedom is available at the NEP, we have to modify our course and curriculum. Otherwise, now with the arrival of private institutions, deemed universities, international collaborations, international universities, options are becoming bigger and bigger. So as I told you, we know in Kerala where our students are living, they will go to anyone, any institute, international, abroad, or in India itself, and they will find it out. Social media used to help them. Okay. So for our survival, it is become necessary because we are associated with a college or university, and we have to see that our university is also offering the right course. Am I right? That is the core point. Am I right or wrong? What do you feel? Nobody is answering. Otherwise, students will go out, go elsewhere. No doubt about it. Okay. So thank you. No more questions coming up. And what I have explained here, whether it is possible or not, no, it is possible. We have to find a way out at each institution level, and autonomous institutions, they have more freedom, more options. Okay. So teachers sit together, discuss with the management, and bring out the ones which are required for the region. Whatever might be the area. Area means social science or the languages, linguistics, humanities, or the physical, natural, biology, science, anything for that matter. Okay. So since no questions are coming forward, I'm stopping here. Thank you very much for listening to me. It was a long, nearly 3 hours. Thank you very much. Okay. And the material I'll be sharing and the links you can visit. You can check more videos are there, and that will give you an idea more about it if you want to explore further. Thank you. Thank you for the comments. Thank you very much. Yes. So I think I can close it down, or is there any course convener or a coordinator for here? Okay. In that case, now I'm ending this session. Thank you very much. Yeah, let us hope everything will work out, and we can do a lot for our country, our region, our institution. You think like that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So I'm leaving.